What's up, you guys? We're back here with another great video. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 daily habits that align you with your higher self or with God. These are the 5 habits that I teach in my coaching program. It's something that I stick by, I live by, I'm doing it every single day, and it's something that I've seen just benefit my life at such a high level. Like, if I don't do any of these or all of these 5 things every single day, no matter what amount of money I have, no matter what status level I get to, whatever relationships that I have, material things that I have, if I don't do these 5 things every day, I'm not happy. Like, my day isn't good if I'm not doing these 5 things. So these things are super important. It's something that I recommend that you implement in your life, because without these 5 things, we're not growing, we're not evolving, we're not living to the best of our ability. So the first daily habit is the wake up time. This is something that a lot of people know it's not good to sleep in. They don't feel good when they sleep in, but they're lazy, but it's comfortable, it's nice and warm in the bed. But this is something that you have to nip it in the butt, and once you do, you're going to continually build on that, grow on that, and it's just going to become a habit of yours. So wake up time has to be 5 a.m. or earlier. If you're not waking up at 5 a.m., could be 5:30, could be 6 o'clock, whatever works best for you. But I've found that it has to be 5 a.m. or earlier. It shows that you sacrifice those good feelings of being comfortable, being in bed, wanting to chill and relax. You get up, you start getting your day started so that you get ahead. This is what this is all about. This is about you elevating, you growing. Now, in that time, it's 5 a.m. or earlier, you're up. You sacrifice that short-term pleasure of laying in the bed even longer. You get up in a state of calmness. A lot of people aren't up at 5 a.m. or earlier, so when you get up, there's a different vibe in the air. There's a different energy. You're at peace. There's a calmness in the air. You have more clarity. So that leads to the next step. The next step, after the wake-up time, the reading and reflection, number 2. You read from the top personal development books. It doesn't have to be very long. It could just be a couple pages or a paragraph. Something that's going to trigger your mind to think more in terms of positivity, wisdom, anything, any life lessons, anything that you can learn that can change your perception of things. So learn from the top personal development teachers, read their books. One that I'm reading right now is actually by Neville Goddard, The Power of Awareness. And he talks about how everything in this life is really just a concept of yourself, a concept of your own state of consciousness, and it's reflected to you in your external reality. So these are the thoughts that you want to have early in the morning before your day, because one day is one lifetime. Now, you reflect on your behavior from the day before. This is crucial. So when I get up in the morning, I'm up, I brush my teeth, get ready, do some push-ups. I sit down and I start journaling. I'm thinking about what I did the day before and what in that day and my behavior, any way that I acted or thought, anything that took place that I was involved in that I didn't like, anything that I regret. Regret is your guideline. So if there was something I didn't like, I write it down. Oh, I overate yesterday. Or I didn't like that I did this. Write it down, become aware of it, acknowledge it, and then right below that, write lesson learned. Write down the lesson learned. What did you learn from it? How are you going to do better moving forward? This is a crucial step because you're now applying the feedback loop in your life on who you are and how you're acting and how you can change that moving forward, how you want to change that moving forward. So now you're aware of it, so that when that situation happens again, or you find yourself in a similar situation, you now know what you would do. Number 3 is the workout. Working out every day is essential for me, because it's like, if you don't get that workout in, you don't get the blood flowing, your body gets stagnant. Your body as I wrote at the bottom here, your body is the temple of the spirit. So if you're not working out, you're not moving, you're going to get into a funk. Your body's going to get stuck. You're going to feel stillness. The energy's not flowing properly because you're not moving your body enough. So that's something that is crucial. Not only does it get you in great physical shape to work out every day, but it teaches you to push through that pain, that discomfort. And this is something that's so essential in everything that we do in life. Whether it's an interaction with someone, whether it's building our business or at the gym, you're having to put yourself in uncomfortable positions so that you get comfortable with that and you're able to navigate and move based on your best judgment in that scenario. But you're not going to know that. You're not going to have the best judgment if you're a mess, if you're freaking out, wanting to take an exit route, wanting to alleviate or run from this situation. You have to put yourself through that process, and that's what working out does for you. And it shows discipline. It shows that you can put yourself up against a difficult task of lifting a lot of weights in a workout to where now you just have to do it. Shit, I'm halfway through. I still got all these exercises left. Who cares? Just focus on the next rep, in the next set, and then the next exercise. Just focus on the task at hand. Number 4 is macros. You have to be counting your macros, not just to get the body that you want, but let me explain. Macros are macronutrients. They're the carbs, fats, and proteins in all foods. And depending on how many grams of carbs, fats, and proteins you eat per day, your body's going to reflect that. So through counting your macros, this teaches you to eat healthy foods so that you hit the macro goals, the carbs, fats, and proteins that you need to every single day to get the body that you want. This also allows you to burn fat and build muscle, and it causes you to stay away from the junk foods. You're just not going to be able to eat the junk foods. If you're counting your macros and you're sticking on this specific nutrition plan, you're not going to be able to eat the junk foods because it's going to have most likely a high level of fat, very low protein. So you're not going to be able to eat the junk foods because you're going to be wasting calories on that. Now, number 5, drop the vices. This is one of the hardest things for people because people can do all these things. They can do the wake up, they can do the reading and reflection, they can do the workout, they can count their macros. But one of the trickiest things is dropping the vices. I know how addicting it can be. It can be so fun socially to go out and drink and hang out with people and get involved in debauchery. But the truth is, you're not truly satisfied. You're not truly fulfilled at the end of the day when you engage in these activities. So the drinking and doing drugs has to go. It shows self-control. It never solves the problem. I can't recall a time that drinking or doing drugs helped me or benefited me other than immediately in that moment to alleviate the pain that I was feeling. And it leads to more pain. The simple truth is conflict avoided is conflict multiplied. So if you want to go out and binge and drink and do drugs and you want to alleviate that stress that you're feeling from the day, you go and do that, and the next day you wake up and now you're caught on this loop to where you're chasing that next high to get it to go away because it's just not going to go away through those actions. That's not the answer. The answer is to sit with your pain and let it alleviate itself. It will go away on its own if you just sit there and look at what you can do better, what it's trying to teach you, and learn from it. Now the secret, for those of you who stuck with me till the end here, the secret I want to share with you is that this raises these 5 daily habits that cause you to align with your higher self, that cause you to align with God. Now this is a state of consciousness. This isn't a material thing. This isn't a physical thing. You are God. You and God are one, one and the same. You're experiencing this reality, but you're also in touch with God within you. So understand that it's taking place right now and you are it. But there's just 2 different worlds that are taking place. It's the sensory world and the non-sensory world, the imagination. So understand the 2 worlds that are taking place are the devil and God. So be in touch with God. Don't fall to the temptations of this physical reality, like the drinking and doing drugs. So this is the difference. By doing these 5 daily habits every single day, non-negotiable, the secret is that this raises your value as a spirit, as a human being, as a soul, as a person on this earth. This raises your value because now you're doing the things that most people don't want to do and most people are trying to avoid at all costs. So if you do this, people are going to notice and you're going to be on your shit. You're going to be more confident. Think about it. You're waking up at 5 a.m. or earlier every single day. You're reading and reflecting on your behavior, analyzing. Most people don't want to do that. They don't want to look at how they've been acting. They don't want to change it. They don't want to shine that light in the dark place. They don't want to open the door. It takes a lot of accountability and a lot of vulnerability to be honest with yourself and know what you're doing wrong, acknowledge what you're doing wrong, and change it. Self-mastery depends on self-honesty. A lot of people aren't working out every day. Majority of people aren't even counting their macros. I didn't even know what my macros were up until about a year ago. It's crazy. But once you learn these things, you realize, oh, the exact proportion of carbs, fats, and proteins that I put in my body is what's going to show in my physique. Like, really? It's that exact of an equation. Like, there's no other way. It's the food that you put in and the exercises that you put out. And if you drop your vices, most people are just indulging in them. They don't know, they don't have the self-control to say, hey, that's not going to lead me anywhere good. So they just indulge in it, not thinking anything of it, and they don't reflect on their behavior, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. Now, this causes you to raise your value as a person because you are respecting yourself. You are actually respecting yourself. Self-love is self-investment. So by waking up early, not sleeping in, by acknowledging your behavior, by working out, by counting your macros and dropping the vices, you're now investing in yourself because your body is the temple of the spirit. So when you realize that your body is the temple, you don't want to trash your body because your body is what's causing you to take in the thoughts that you need to take in to do the actions that you have to do to get you the results that you want to get. You think the thoughts are going to come to you when you're engaging in these behaviors, in the drinking and doing drugs? The thoughts aren't going to come to you. What thoughts do come to you? Jealousy, envy, more pleasure, more self-indulgence. Think about it. You're not going to get those spiritual downloads that you're looking for if you're engaging in that type of behavior. Now, this is the 5 daily habits to align with your higher self or with God. And this is what I teach people. This is what I coach people on. I give them the workout. I give them the macros to count, how to track them. I give them the wake up time. I give them the reflection. I share with them my whole process and how I do it and how they can implement it in their life as well. So if you're interested in that, go to MichaelVincentMindset.com or DM me on Instagram, MichaelVincentMindset. But thank you for staying till the end. These are the 5 daily habits that you must have if you want to live a great life. Thank you for watching this video. DM me on Instagram, get in touch with me, and I'll see you in the next one.